Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. There is in fact some things that I want to talk about for Bitcoin today. And of course, I want to give you guys a update on what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto. And yes, like I said, there is in fact some breaking news happening for Bitcoin today that actually happened a few hours ago. And you guys can obviously read by the title what I'm about to talk about. So we're going to be talking about all of that for today's video. So before we get into today's video, give this video a quick little thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel. That is always appreciated. And let's begin with today's video. So Bitcoin right now is still holding strong at $26,000, but a couple of hours ago, if you actually go to the 1 hour time frame, you guys clearly see we actually saw Bitcoin pump back up to $27,000, 27,100, right? You guys clearly see that. And then it did in fact have another pullback back down below $27,000. So right now Bitcoin is holding pretty strong at 26,800. You guys clearly see that, pretty much back where it was, you know, like yesterday and pretty much the day before that. Now the crypto market is actually still, you know, looking pretty good. Okay, you know, Bitcoin for the past 24 hours, even Ethereum are not really moving. A lot of altcoins today are not really moving. Some are moving like 2%, 1%, but nothing too crazy. And you guys can see today overall the market is slightly up 0.41%. So the market is slightly moving, but nothing too crazy, right? Everything is still holding up pretty strong though, right? You guys can see there is in fact a fair few greens for the past 24 hours. Now let's get into the news, right? So we know, okay, that today is the deadline for the SEC to appeal Grayscale's court win for its spot Bitcoin ETF conversion today, right? And this literally happened yesterday, right? And that was supposed to happen today. Okay, and now a couple of hours ago, it just came out, literally earlier this morning, it just came out that the SEC will not appeal court's decision on Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF, right? So this happened just a couple of hours ago, like I said earlier this morning. So it seems like the SEC, and honestly, I had a feeling that this was going to happen, right? You know, Gary Gensler is just not going to make this easy for us, right? For all of us, right? For all of our, you know, Bitcoin holders and whatnot, right? Gary Gensler, we know he's not going to, you know, make this easy. But understand, guys, one of these spot Bitcoin ETFs will eventually get, you know, and this is just my personal opinion, and I know a lot of people will agree on me on this one, right? And a lot of people have said this, but I really do believe, okay, one of these, you know, Bitcoin spot ETFs will eventually get approved. If one of them gets approved, right, then all of them will get approved eventually, right? But right now, okay, the SEC won't appeal to court decision for, you know, Grayscale with its, you know, spot Bitcoin ETF, right? And with this, you know, Bitcoin is actually, you know, holding pretty strong in my opinion, right? Even though yes, it pumped to 27K, right, and now it's, you know, slightly dropping back down. Now it's below 27K. It's still holding pretty strong. You guys can just clearly see that, right? But we know for the past, you know, few days, Bitcoin has in fact been slightly dropping. You guys clearly see that. Clearly, it's a downtrend, right, for Bitcoin for the past few days. But that is okay. Okay, we can buy Bitcoin at a cheaper price, I guess, right? So that's that, guys. Okay, that's the news for today. But understand, like I said, many institutions, the big guys, I'm not talking about, you know, small, right? I'm talking about the big institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, Invesco, and many, many more. You guys clearly see the list, right? And they are worth trillions of dollars. They have assets worth trillions of dollars, right? And you guys clearly see, right, a lot of money is going to be poured into Bitcoin eventually. And this is why I've been telling you guys, right? The next bull market is going to be completely different, right? Compared to, you know, Bitcoin's previous bull markets, right? Back in, you know, 2021 and 2017, right? You know, for the bull market to happen in 2024, especially 2025, okay, 2025 is going to be completely different because trillions of dollars are going to be poured into Bitcoin. So you can just really imagine Bitcoin's absolutely going to pump. So for all these price predictions for Bitcoin, you know, reaching 100K to 200K to even 300K, if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, you should definitely check it out, right? But with these price targets and these predictions for Bitcoin to reach these high price targets, especially at like 200K to 300K, it's possible. It's not impossible. It's possible, especially with all these, you know, trillions of dollars is being poured into Bitcoin, right? So just think about that, guys. Again, this is why I'm really excited for the next Bitcoin bull market, right? Because a lot of money is going to be poured into Bitcoin eventually. Okay, eventually. So that's that, guys. Now, short term, okay, where's Bitcoin heading short term, right? So the next few months, especially early next year in 2024. So I told you guys, we might actually see Bitcoin have another pullback back down to the downside, maybe dropping lower to around $26,000 to 25, maybe even lower than that. But after that, Bitcoin's going to pump back up to 30K and it's just going to keep going up. It's going to have another leg up, all right? So the next target is around $40,000. Okay, and I told you guys, and I'm still sticking with it, I do potentially see Bitcoin reaching at least 50K towards the end of this year in 2023 or early next year in 2024. And I still think that is a possibility for Bitcoin, right? I think that is still going to happen and I'm still sticking with it, right? So the next few months is still looking pretty good for Bitcoin, even though, yes, it's not really moving right now, right? But understand the next upcoming few months, Bitcoin will pump. It's going to go to $41,000 and it's going to go even higher than that, right? So just think about that. And of course, the halving is coming up for Bitcoin, right? And we know every single time we have the halving for Bitcoin, that is where Bitcoin tends to pump the most. And that's when the real bull run begins for Bitcoin, right? So the future for Bitcoin is looking pretty bright, guys. Okay, and of course, the next upcoming few years, of course, I'm talking about 2024 to especially 2025, is looking pretty good for Bitcoin, right? So this is why we should be very, very bullish right now for Bitcoin. So yes, the real bull run, right, is going to happen for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is ready for the next bull run, guys. Okay, it really, really is, right? We've been in this bear market for the longest time now, apparently, right? This is actually the longest time since we've been in a bear market, right? Throughout Bitcoin history, this is actually the longest bear market that we have been in throughout history, right? Bitcoin history. So this bear market that we're currently in right now, okay, it's going to end very, very soon. In fact, this is pretty much the early stages right now. Where we are right now is pretty much almost at the early stages of the next bull run. But yes, overall, you guys clearly see the chart. Bitcoin is ready, okay, for the next bull run, right? And each bull cycle lasts 100 days less. So it's ready, guys, okay? So be ready for that for all my Bitcoin holders out there. Now, I know I haven't showed you guys this chart, this Bitcoin rainbow chart, right, for a very long time. It's been a couple of months, I ain't gonna lie. But I just really want to show you guys it because you guys can see Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin has in fact been slowly dropping back down. We know it was at 30K, right, in like, you know, June, July and whatnot. And then recently it just dropped, right? And it's been staying down, you know, 30K for quite some time. And it's clearly in the blue area. And that blue area is pretty much a buy area. Okay, so for all the people out there that are asking, when should I buy Bitcoin? When is a good time to buy Bitcoin? It's now. Okay, if you guys haven't been watching my videos, I swear each of my videos, like I swear I've been telling you guys to buy Bitcoin, right? This is the perfect time right now to buy Bitcoin, right? It really, really is. Even not just Bitcoin, even your favorite altcoins, right? It's a great time to buy, right? It really, really is. And we know alt season is obviously right around the corner. So we know altcoins are going to pump like crazy, but altcoins right now are not looking too good, right? Which means it's a perfect opportunity to buy. So yes, okay, this chart just clearly indicates that we are still in the buy zone. We are still in the buy phase, right? So we all should be at least investing, accumulating as much as we possibly can, and simply DCA, right? Dollar cost averaging. So that's that, guys, right? Right now is the perfect time to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can, and time is ticking. So don't, you know, waste this opportunity. Once in a lifetime opportunity, right? So that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I would really appreciate that. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.